I came in his name, I'm saved by his grace. By his grace. I came in his name, I'm saved by his grace. Hello, Jesus. 2,000 years ago, he died on a cross so he could show you how to live your life without sin and without lies. The devil took him on a mountaintop, and offered him every kingdom. He would not stop. He said, "Son of man, worship me. Come over, bend your knee." I said, I came in his name. I'm saved by his grace. Surrounded himself with 12 good men, disciples, and we called them the ones. Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, and they told the story after he was gone. How he was born and raised. It only took 3 days. In his name we are saved, but only by his grace. I came in his name. I'm saved by his grace. By his grace, boys and girls. So you think you can tell heaven from hell, blue skies from pain? Can you tell a green field from a cold steel rail, a smile from a veil? Do you think you can tell? Get you to trade your heroes for ghosts, hot ashes from trees, hot air from a cool breeze, cold, cold with a change. Did you exchange a walk-on pile in the wall? How I wish you were here. 'Cause we're just two lost souls swimming in a fishbowl, year after year, running over the same old ground. How we found the same old fears. I wish you were here. How y'all doing? You have a nice day on a non-spinning station where I feel like playing. A child arrived just the other day, came to the world in the usual way. There were planes to catch and there were bills to pay, and he learned to walk while I was away. And he was talking before I knew it, he'd say, I'm gonna be like you, Dad. You know I'm gonna be like you. Cats in the cradle and the silver spoon. Little boy blue and the man on the moon said, when you're coming home, Dad, I don't know when, but we'll have a good time then. You know we'll have a good time then. Then my son turned 10 just the other day. He said, thanks for the ball that the mother played. Can you teach me to throw? He said, not today, I got a lot to do. He said, that's okay. And as I walked away, his smile never dipped. He said, gonna be like him. You know I'm gonna be like him. And the cats in the cradle and the silver spoon. Little boy blue and the man on the moon said, when you coming home, Dad, I don't know when, but we'll have a good time then, son. You know we'll have a good time then. He came home from college just the other day. So much of a man, I just had to say, son, proud of you, can you sit for a while? He shook his head when he said with a smile, what I really like, Dad, is the power of the car keys. See you later, can I have them please? And the cats in the cradle and the silver spoon. Little boy blue and the man on the moon said, when you coming home, Dad, I don't know when, but we'll have a good time then. You know we'll have a good time then. Now I've retired and my son's moved away. Called him up just the other day. I said, I'd like to see you if you don't mind. I'd love to, Dad, if I could find the time to see my new job, the hassle, and the kids got the blue. But it's sure been nice talking to you, Dad. Sure been nice talking to you. And as I hung up the phone, it occurred to me, you'd grown up just like me. My boy was just like me. And the cats in the cradle and a silver spoon. Little boy blue and the man on the moon said, when you coming home, Dad, I don't know when, but we'll have a good time then. You know we'll have a good time then. Cats in the cradle. Let's have something a little bit more Spanish. Mucho gusto. Last night I dreamt of San Pedro, just like I'd never gone. I knew the song, a young girl with eyes like the desert. It all seems like yesterday, not far away, but tropical, the island breeze, all of nature's wild and free. This is where I long to be, Isla Bonita. And as the samba played, the sun would set so high, and to my ears and sting my eyes, my Spanish lullaby. I fell in love with San Pedro. Warm wind carried on the sea, it goes where the sun warms the sky. When it's time for siesta, watch them go by. Beautiful faces, no cares in this world, where a girl loves a boy and a boy loves a girl. I fell in love with San Pedro. I fell in love with San Pedro. Oh, when carried on the sea close to me, but tropical the island breeze, all of nature's wild free. This is where I long to be alive. And as the samba played, the sun would set so high, rain to rise and sting my eyes. My Spanish lullaby. My Spanish lullabies. Yeah. How y'all doing? Did you have a nice day? Did you have any laughter? If not, we'll have some in a bit. Boom, boom, boom. There's a good tradition of love and hate, standing by the fireside. There's a good tradition of love and hate, standing by the fireside. Oh, the rain may fall, Father's calling you, you still feel safe inside. Though your mom's too proud, brothers ignoring you, you still feel safe inside. Oh, was this solo, was this yesterday, was this true for you? While all the rest have taken time, it didn't leave a lot for you. And all the corners laced with memories tell you how it used to be. Your mother smiles, children play, bad things happen miles away, and strong never bother you. Hold your head up while the rest of us try to. Oh, call the stations, call the people we all want to know. But whilst all the rest have taken time, we didn't even want to know. Tradition of love and hate, standing by the fireside. There's a good tradition of love and hate, standing by the fireside. Although the rain may fall and your father's calling you, you still feel safe inside. Although your mom's too proud and your brother's ignoring you, you still feel safe inside. Oh, was this solo? Was this yesterday? Was this true for you? Whilst all the rest have taken time, it didn't leave a lot for you. Whilst all the rest have taken time, it didn't leave a lot for you. It didn't leave a lot for you. Dinky dinky dink. Tanita Tikaram, another fellow with a wide face. She's got a head like a cannonball, Dad! Sing one for God. This one goes out to the Heavenly Father. Birds flying high, you know how I feel. Sun in the sky, you know how I feel. life for me. Yes, it is, and I'm feeling God. Fish in the sea, you know how I feel. River running free, you know how I feel. Blossom in the tree, you know how I feel. Yes, you do. It's a new dawn, a new day, a new life for me. Yes, it is, and I'm feeling God. Dragonflies out in the sun, you know what I mean, don't you know? Butterflies are having fun, you know what I mean. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Sleep in peace when your day is done, that's what I mean. Old world for me. Yes, it is, and I'm feeling God. Whoa, 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 stars when you shine. Of the pine, you know how I feel. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Freedom is mine. You know how I feel. Yes, you do. It's a new dawn, a new day, a new life for me. Yes, it is, and I'm feeling God. Oh, I'm away with the angels right now. Yeah. Right, let's put the guitar back. Where's that little fair ball? It must be in the garden. He heard me from the garden. How did you know I was getting up? Hey, you Mr. Pussy Pants. Ooh, Daddy, let's crawl all over Daddy. Look at you, big daft spaniel. You do make me laugh, Smiley. You do put a smile on my face, don't you? And science will tell me that you were just a random act of rocks and minerals came together to form a Sprocker Spaniel. Not a chance. Not a chance, eh? God's work is in everything, isn't it, eh? Alright, you had your kisses and cuddles. Do you want a biscuit? Do you want Chop biscuit. Doors. Malawan. Biscuit. 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 Right. There we go. And we're good to go. Straight out in the garden with it. We're playing in the sunshine all day, the little bugger. It's mental. We went round the park about 5 times, and we get home and he still wants to play. I'm like, how can we ask? I know what park benches are for now. I'm getting to that age that I know what a park bench is there for now. I used to think, why do you put benches in parks? Now I know. Right, where are we? Every day we look at the human skeleton. Today's no different. We are looking at the male and female skulls. You gotta sit. No, nothing else. Go and lay down. Every day we look at the human skeletons. Today's no different. It's a 50-50. Do you hear me now? It's a 50-50. At the back, men have got bigger faces. It's a visible difference. Look, you can visibly see the difference. Men have wider dental arches because their eyes are further apart. Women have narrow dental arches because their eyes are closer together. Men have rectangular, far apart eyes. Women have rounded, close set eyes. Men have bigger noses, bigger teeth, bigger jaws, bigger skulls. The only thing that's bigger on a woman is the 5 head, that there that pushes that face downward. A 4 head versus a 5 head. In general, the skull looks like a rectangle, a square, or a block. Sometimes we say cannonball because it's as wide almost as it is long. The woman is nowhere near as wide as it is long, giving it an upside down egg appearance to the shape. Excess of copyright material may under certain circumstances be quoted verbatim for purposes such as criticism, news point, teaching and research without the need for permission or payment to a copyright holder. To the noddy holder, do you hear me at the back? We stop right there on Dino Della. I can't even say it. Dino Laurentiis. I can't even pronounce all those vowels in one go. Dino De Laurentiis. De Laurentiis. De Laurentiis. De Laurentiis. I can't say it. I don't care. Don't matter anyway. When I get to heaven, I'm going to be using his name, who was first in class? It was Juice. How you doing, Juice? Johnny Uni came second. How you doing, Johnny? Trini Tristan from across the pond. How you doing? Susanna, how you doing? Rachel's here. E-Trader's here. Jack's here. The Return of the Mang's here. Anna Sousa's here. How you doing, Anna? And that's it. Welcome to you all. Let me just copy and paste the stream. I will be right back with you. It's got to be you. Where are we? Open that stream. Pause. There we go. Copy that. Paste it. Yes, it's a tiptoe. Through the tulips. Someone sent me a message last night. There's no way that this person is secretly transgender. It's my wife's cousin. I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad tidings. A great man once said, "Ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. But before it sets you free, it pounds the living crap out of you." That's what it does. And then it sets you free. Because the unbelievable is the truth. They say that truth is stranger than fiction. And the truth about this world is stranger than fiction. So much so that the world won't believe it when it gets told it. And that's exactly what we're experiencing. They don't believe it's flat. They don't believe it's not spinning. They don't believe heaven. They don't believe in anything but what they've been told and taught. Sorry state of affairs to be in. I read somewhere 20% of the populace can think for itself. The rest are brain dead. In it. Imagine not being able to think for yourself. I'm quite happy with knowing the truth. I'm quite happy with the moral obligations God's given me. It's a fucking bloke. It is, I know. I quite like that. I keep seeing it. Oh, they're all different. You've been posting good pictures posted all over the place. Good. That's a good student, that is. it's your duty to tell as many people as you possibly can what the difference is in the male and female skeletons. Just remember, nothing down here you take into heaven with you, except for your spirit. Everything else gets left behind. For eternity. Imagine that, being happy forever and ever. Right, let's have a look. It's neck o'clock straight away. Look at the size difference. I need a look. Look at what is going on. That looks like Ghislaine Maxwell, doesn't it? It really does. Giselle, I don't know what you call him. Ghislaine. It don't even sound right. It sounds like a noise you'd make after swallowing spunk. Flat-faced woman, absolutely small face, tiny high set ears, vertical sloping, curving forehead, sorry. There's your sloping forehead. The ears low set and pointed back. I recognise this person. Isn't that Natasha Henstridge? It's definitely he's a big strapping dude, isn't he? In his MK Ultra leopard print tops. Just look at the skeletal difference in these two. This one's got a meat head, don't get me wrong, head shaped like a Tic Tac, but just a skeletal difference, you should be able to just know there's something. Do you know what? I found this picture earlier on. Someone posted this on Twitter. I wonder if it'll come up in the feed. Let's have a look quickly. It might come up in the feed. Look, it's a fucking bloke. He's been posting them everywhere. Secret of Truth. Thank you. Yeah, God is real, and my footsteps follow Christ. I don't care what anyone says. Right. Oh yeah, I'm looking for a. Look at that body. That's the person that I've done, Cynthia Erivo. Look at those 6-pack and abs. You gotta be kidding me. That Adonis belt is thick as a French loaf. Look, he's been posting these pictures everywhere. Where's the one? Am I in notifications? I am in notifications. No, I shouldn't be in notifications, should I? Is it notifications? Hang on, wait. It might be home. It's not coming up. Home. That's better. Yeah, that's what I wanted. Look, you can tell my students are out there, look. Picture of a Boeing 747 and they've all got, psst, this is your captain speaking, we're coming into London. They've all got airplane wings. Absolutely love it. I can see my influences all over the world in all these different students. Oh yeah, Jennifer Madison's penis, if you've never seen it. Oh no, where's that gone then? Is it in the other picture? There it is. I spy my little eye. We've been to Button Mushroom. Oh man. They must have chopped his balls off. They must have. They must have chopped his balls off, because there should be a little bit more there than that, I'm sure. Let's go back. That's not the picture I'm looking for. Look, students put me off. Whoa, Black Betty. Whoa, Black Betty. Black Betty. Black Betty follows me. One of my students. Smolder people, that's not what I'm looking for. Where is what I'm looking for? Oh my gosh! Oh, whatever you do, don't touch the other wire, mate. The kids have just stood there. Help, Dad! Quicker, lads. You're taking your time, fellas. Right, where is? That's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for that Cynthia Erivo video. I know it as soon as I see it. Oh, those two faces caught my eye. Oh, you got coffee bean eyes. What's going on there? Lovely. 5 head, short sloping forehead. Who's got a bigger face out of them two? Squashed down face, look, buried by a 5 head. I love just seeing random photos. I really do. Is that a dude? No. Oh my gosh! Sweet baby Jesus of chicken nom-noms! That is a big chicken nom-nom, ain't it? Right. Oh, you seen this? Lady Gaga fans screaming for him outside the hotel. Oh, you Brazilian boys don't do it by half, do you, eh? 6-inch red-eye heels and a miniskirt with your ass hanging out. Shocking. Where is this little clip? What is that? Oh, that's definitely packing, Shawnee. Look at the size of that. Awooga! Dive, dive. That's definitely a dude. It is though. Let's just check the widest part on this person watch. You can see it on both sides. It's above the fucking crotch, mate. It's a dude. It's a dude. Till the cows come home, it's a dude. Straight up and down body. I love this picture, Sean. Oh, that's a nice chicken nom-nom, isn't it? Oh, this is 1 man versus 100 gorillas. Yeah, you're not going to win, mate, ever. 100 gorillas, oh my gosh.
I'm a proud he, she, they, them, whatever.
Mental patient, whatever refers to mental patient. Continue, mental patient.
I am a boyfriend to a beautiful woman. I am a girlfriend to a handsome trans man.
That statement don't mean shit, does it? I'm a girlfriend to a trans man. Right, okay, so you're the boyfriend to a girl who thinks he's a man. Right, go on, continue.
I'm also a girlfriend
To an incredibly beautiful woman. There's a woman in this relationship too. Oh my gosh. It's a love triangle. Continue.
One of the first things we learn in a healthy family is trust. Unfortunately, some parents don't trust their children when they say, this is, and they make that decision.
The children made that decision for you, did they really?
That may make the child fearful from the people that claim to be trying to protect them. I will speak.
Scary. The world's a scary place. Holy shit, what's wrong with his head? That is a big skull, pal, I'm telling you now. That is a big skull. Where is the picture I'm looking for? Look at this, disgusts me. Grown-ass adult torturing an autistic child. Oh my gosh. I hope to give you life, you bitch. Does anyone know the name of this movie? Is it Boys with Boobs? The neck on that beast! Oh my gosh. It's a hooker movie. There's an FTM look. Do you know what, right? Just going through... what's that? Is that a disc? What's that? Is that a frisbee? It's 2 birds fighting. It's 1 bird! What did it do that for? There's no reason that a pigeon would do that. God's amazing, isn't he? Ain't God amazing? Oh my gosh. I'm not fat and big boned. It's gluttony. I don't care what anyone says, it's gluttony. There were people living under bridges. There were people and children without food to put in their mouths. What's this? Adults obsessed with Disney. Screwed up. Where's this bloody picture? It's Gaga! Come on. There's the picture. But where's the video? No, that's not the right one. That's my post. Look at the size of those hands. But I posted that picture because of that. There it is. Look at them. At first I thought that was AI. I'm kidding you not. I thought that was AI. And it's not. It's real. Look at the side. That's Nosferatu, isn't it, that? It is though, isn't it? That's the walking King Dead right there. Nosferatu. All he's missing is the fangs. Look at the shoulders on him as well. Size of them shovels. I can't get over them. Yeah, but that's what I wanted to show you anyway. Those massive hands. Right, let's come back. Dun, 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 dun. Oh my gosh, Adam. Hello? Shut up, I'm doing a stream. Yes, mate. No, you haven't been ringing me all day. I fell asleep at about 5 o'clock. So you've been ringing between 5 and 6. Not all day. Because I would have picked up when I came back from walking Marlow at 1 o'clock. Yes. You've been drinking? Oh. Right, well, when we'll take it tomorrow then. What do you mean not now? It's 9 o'clock at night and I'm streaming till 10. Unless you want to go after 10. No, not now. Off, I'm streaming. Right, I'm off. Bye. Tosses. Interrupting me, you toss pot. Right, back to this one. De Laurentiis. Do you know who he reminds me of there? Only English people can see it. I'm seeing Ulrika Johnson. It's that neck. Ulrika's neck is a prize-winning Galapagos turtle. Ulrika Johnson. There was a picture of Ulrika's neck. He's a Swedish fella. He used to do the weather. That's him as a weather boy. That's him now as a grown-ass man with his neck, look. He ain't had a stroke, has he? Why is his face over like that? Oh, he's just pulling the face. Right, where is it? I mean, it gets better and better as you go through the pictures. Look at it. It got thicker and longer as it got older. Damn. If I put neck in there, will it bring up the picture I'm looking for? Neck. There it is. What do you want me to say about that, eh? Do you know any women with necks as long as that scale upwards like a petrified tree trunk? If you know anyone, a female with a neck that's, what, I'd say that's 10 inches, wouldn't you? Wouldn't you say? You could stick like a rack of meatballs in there. Usually I just put one in there. But I could stack meatball after meatball after meatball into that gap. I don't know what to tell you. I used to fancy this one. Oh my gosh, look, that's even worse, look. It literally looks like a fossilised rock, doesn't it? And an head. I know where they got the idea for the Sphinx from now. That's a massive neck though, isn't it? And it's scary. Ulrika's mouth is huge. Men, beware. Men, beware of women with big mouths. I'm telling you now. And there it is again. What is going on with that neck? If someone could explain this neck to me, do you know what? I've got to take those 3 pictures and do something with that. But she had man neck. It's definitely neck o'clock, isn't it? So, Ulrika Jonsson, son of Man Code, Swedish weather reporter, gladiators, Gale, whatever, fails forensics. As they get older, they become more and more manlier because they haven't had the testicles chopped off. So every 7 years, there's a natural boost of testosterone, because these are bio males, washed around the body. And it just, for me, a lot of it goes to the brow bone. It deepens the eyes, it thickens the jaw, it makes the knuckles and finger joints much more noticeable as you get older. You know, I saw a thing saying, it's in a lot of movies as well, you know, people are scared of getting old. No one wants to get old. I can't wait. Can't wait to get old, because then I know I'm just a breath away from him. See, even now at 50, I've got no idea what's my time gauge, what's my distance, what's my miles running, father. For all I know, I could be 70 years off seeing him. That would kill me, father. It really would. Are you listening, father? Another 70 years of this shite. I don't think I could do it. I know as I've aged, I've gained more wisdom. I wish I had the wisdom I have now when I was Horatio's age. And it's the only thing I'm jealous about with my son. I'm not jealous about anything else with him. Just that he's got knowledge that I didn't have, and he had it from, because of me, he had it from a young age. From 7, he knew the world was flat. If my father and mother had given me the information I'd given him, and the guidance as well, he's like me in a lot of ways, but he still isn't me. And that's what I love about God's creation, that you can have a son or daughter that looks like father or mother and acts, sounds like, but it's still not that perfect copy that God first made you. He knitted them together, yeah, but they're not you. And I think that's what the truth kind of brings to you, right? That your brothers, your sisters, your mothers, your cousins, the ones that don't understand this, they're not you. You think they're like you, but they're not. They're not you. I'll agree, I'm like you, and you're like me, but we are not like them. Because we see these things. The kingdom of heaven can only be seen by those who really want the truth. Really, really want to know and feel the truth. It only comes in God's words, right? God is the truth. Everything he says stands firm. For example, the world is stationary and shall not be moved. It stands firm. The devil inverted it and said we're spinning, but you can't feel it. That's a lie. I can feel a gnat, a green fly landing on me. I can feel the slightest movement, whether I go up an incline, down an incline. I can feel it. My sensory organs tell me when I'm rotating, when I'm falling, when I'm standing, when I'm sitting. It's just a straight out brainwashing lie. You're spinning so fast you can't feel it, and when everybody believes it, it becomes the truth. They print the myth of a legend, a lie, and it becomes the truth. And some people say to me, oh yeah, but Jesus is exactly the same. They've printed a story and you believed it. It's not that I've believed it, it's that the truth is evident in Jesus' words. He said, don't worship me, worship the Father, and everybody worships Jesus. Everywhere I look I see crosses, and my mum was the same. The house was decorated in Jesus. Literally the front room was a shrine to Jesus and the popes. Nut job. You know the truth now though, eh Mum? If only you'd listened. Whoever Jesus was, whatever colour he was, it doesn't bother me. It really doesn't. He had a powerful effect on this world. So much so that his name strikes hatred into these demons. They hate his name. They can't stand it when you say his name. And then there are other people saying, you can't call him Jesus. His name's not Jesus, it's Yahushua. Well, when I say Yahushua, these people don't freak out. It's when I say the name Jesus that they all freak out. I had the Flat Earth channel 6 years running straight, and none of them freaked out when I said Yahushua, but they all freaked out when I used the name Jesus. All of them. They hate his name. All these stories of like Rolf Harris, 2 first names, being a paedophile, it's all made up. It's a humiliation ritual. They've done nothing wrong. I don't believe it. No knuckles, look. Absolutely no knuckles. Small hands, short arms, arms akimbo, wide hips. I don't believe anything that they say. Like Stan Collymore was beating up Ulrika. The big female footballer was punching around the smaller Swedish dude, apparently. Maybe it happened, maybe it didn't. I don't believe it though. I don't believe none of this crap. They just print these nonsense stories and the people suck it up. What it does is it makes them like you, because everybody knows somebody who gets drunk and beats the wife up, or has done. Somewhere in your life you've met a vicious drunk, and then these people play out similar like stories to make them seem like normal couples. But in reality, you don't know a single normal woman with a 10-inch neck, meatball knuckles, straight hanging arms, size 10 feet, and a body like a pencil or an ironing board. You don't know people like this. Well, you probably don't. You might know 1 or 2, but they're not in your general vision. Otherwise you'd spot them now. You would. I've trained you for at least 3 years for most of you students. You'd see them now. You would notice these women with 10-inch necks, massive blockhead skulls, big thick hands with meatball knuckles, long straight hanging arms. You would notice all these markers. When I'm walking around, I don't see women that look like this. I see normal women that look like this, without the beard, the close set eyes, the worried look on her face. That's what I see. I don't see these big, massive, long, meat-headed manders, because that's, again, Amanda's massive like that. I'd never noticed before, but I do now. I didn't notice a lot of things before God came into my life and made me aware that this was going on. Louisa Zisman. First things first. Forget the fake tatas, lads. The first thing that should come to your mind is, this is your captain speaking. Look at those collarbones. It's a Boeing 747. Who are those weirdos you hung out with, Pete? Many of those using the name Yahushua are Luciferians in disguise. Back in the day, I hung out with everybody when I was a flat earther. I didn't care whether you was concave, baller. I didn't care. I wanted to argue with everybody. I loved the arguing. I did. I was a #1 brawler in flat earth debates. Ned even said one time, Poncho, I could make you a star overnight. This is a military troll talking to me. I can make you a star overnight, Poncho. I was going, go on, do it, Ned, you dare you. But now I don't want none of it. I don't want, all I want is the information out there. I don't care who your messenger is, you know. God knows what I did in the beginning. I was the first to hang on green screen. I was the first to get put in a mental institute. I was the first to write a song for all you real girls. No one else has done that for you, right? I've done all sorts. I was the first to tell his child about this and put him on Globebusters. He was on Globebusters for a split second. What are the stars? Lights. Why is the sky blue? It's water. And people are like, oh, you brainwashed your son. No, I didn't. I gave him the option. I gave him the truth. And he discerned for himself at the age of 7 what the truth is. And he's been doing it ever since. That's why I love him so much. And if I could go, if God sends me back to do this all again with the knowledge I have, so that I don't commit sin along the way and live my life the way I should have done, I wouldn't change a thing all the way up until Raish. And then I'd teach him from day one that the world was flat. I wouldn't wait till he was 7. He'd know from the off. Like, if Raish has grandchildren, if I ever become a granddad, those children are going to know from day one that the earth is flat, that the world's full of flip-flops, that men have wide, far apart eyes and thick, long, male, broad shoulders and clavicles. I'll teach him everything. I'll teach her everything. Whichever comes, boy or girl, I don't care. Boy, it'll always be a boy. There's no girls in our family. We're just boys right through. But it's God's will. Like I said, I didn't force God onto Raish. I gave him the choice. What I forced onto him was that he was descended from a monkey, that the world spins, that there's a thing called, I forced all that onto him. When I had this awakening, I had to undo 7 years worth of damage that I had done, because the person he trusted most with the most truth was me. And that is why I love my son so much, because he's not like the rest. I knew he wasn't going to be, that's why I called him Horatio. I didn't want a name for him that everybody's heard of, that everybody says, like a Peter, a Paul, a John. They're everywhere, but you don't meet many Horatios, and that's why I picked his name, because I knew from birth he was going to be different. I didn't know why, but it's because he was bestowed with the truth at a young age, like I should have been, like all children should be. We should all be allowed to choose, instead of having it forced on us that I'm a monkey and that I live on a spinning ball and water bends and that you've got nuclear bombs and dinosaurs used to roam this earth. I should have had a choice, instead of just forcing it on me that it is truth when there's no truth behind any of it. Any of it. The only place I find truth is in nature, God's work, and in Jesus' words. And you've even messed with some of them, so don't even get me started. Anybody that wants to try and tell me that the Bible is the whole word of God, you are full of shite. God did not see the gold and say it was good. God did not tell people to rape women and take virgin daughters and all this. Bollocks did he heck is like. Satan again. I've done this one. I've got a picture of this one's penis. Look at the size of that smile. Little FTM in the middle. I've definitely done this one. Look at the difference in those grins. You look at the dental arch, and it's an obvious choice, right? You've got an absolute square blockhead. You've got a square jaw, massive dental arch, large low set ears, rectangular shaped eyes, short sloping forehead. I have definitely got a picture of this one's penis in a red bikini. Is it his mother? Is that who that is? And who's this then? This must be his dad. It still looks like Natasha Henstridge. Wait, I've just got to go look at spouse. Grandeur spouse Martha De Laurentiis, Silvana Mangano. Mangano! Oh, that's definitely a Mangano, alright. That's definitely a man. Right, it does look like Natasha Enstridge and Ulrika Johnson though. Right, let's get this girl added to the list. I want a young picture like that one. We'll go young first. Oh my gosh, look at that one. She's a big girl, isn't she? There's who I'm looking for. Where's your cheekbones at? Why are your ears so high? Why you got coffee bean eyes? All these answers can be found in forensics. That looks like a penis. Oh, it's just a wrinkle. You're so lucky. It still looks like a penis. Well, let's go back. Let's get a picture of Gia De Laurentiis. Look at that mouth. Look at that trachea. Look at them shoulders. Everything about a man is right there. Look, the straight hanging arms, the flat chest, the broad bony shoulders that stick up at the edges, what a bra strap cannot climb over, the thick neck, the thicker trachea, the wider dental arch, the rectangular shape, far apart eyes. And they stand out, look. Some of these women can grow real big, but you get these massive hips on them, look. The most striking figure in there is that one in the centre, right? Compared to everyone around him, this one is the one that stands out. Is that Sting? Oh, sweet baby Jesus, what is she wearing? FTM. No bulk to the shoulder at all. It's beefed up for a woman, but there's no bulk to the shoulder because the bone is smaller on a woman. Smaller, lighter, curvier. I've seen more meat on a sparrow's kneecap. Is that really his nipple? What's it doing? It's trying to crawl up his armpit. That's not a nipple. That's a... That looks like he's got a mole. That can't be a nipple, surely. What is that? Is that really his nipple? He's got inverted nipple. I don't even know what to say. Look at the state of that. They forgot to put his nipple back on. Save. De Laurentiis. Right, let's get your face. I really want a young picture of you. And that's probably about the only one there is. Nightmare. I like that one. Yeah, we'll go with that one. Alright, Gates. Walking. Oh, I think we've got him. Is that him there? It is. From Flamingo. It's not very good. That's no good. What's that one? From Flamingo. That's a nice one. Let that be a full mince. It is. Perfect. Right there. Look at the size of that fella. These must be his two boys, look. Here, two boys. Ski with leg. That's not him. Gutted. Look at the eyes on that one. Look how deep set those eyes are. And the five head. Let's go back one. Is that a third? No, it's a nice flamingo though. Look at the state of this. It's Giada. That's the one. That's the chef in it. This one's the chef. The one I've got a picture of his dick. But there's the wife. Look at the wife. Just all it takes is a single frame in time like that. Bing, you've got an answer. This is why I've told you, if you think you're surrounded by them, get yourself a pair of spyglasses. You can film without anybody knowing in 1080p, and when you come home, you hook it up to your computer and you get an answer. When I first started doing this, I thought I was surrounded by them. I really did. I bought the spyglasses so that I could film people without them knowing. So when I'm right behind them, I can film them. Right in front of them, I can film them. There's nothing in my hands. I'm just walking by. I get home and I find out I'm wrong on loads of them. This is when I first started. Every time I thought, I found one. And I didn't. Because it doesn't look like... This is what a real man and woman walks like, if that was the man and that was the woman. But we don't see them in these sizes. It's usually the man that's taller and the woman's that's smaller. That's the way it works. That's nature. That's why the man has the bigger skull, the wider face, because he's bigger than the female. And when we look at most couples, we expect to see something like that, where the wife stands smaller. They show it in all the pictures that the wife stands smaller with a smaller skeleton. I'm not saying you can't get a tall woman, you can. They exist, of course they do. But they're not. Most of them don't pick a short ass man to marry, do they? They pick a behemoth of a man. A real man, that is. Oh my gosh, look at that trachea. Martha De Laurentiis. Right. How many gates did I get? I got 2. It's terrible. Let's try street real quick. See if we can get him this way. Right. Same pictures. Oh, there's one though. What's that? There's my girl there, gutted from Flamingo. I've got that one. I doubt I've... Oh, is that... That's not a good one. Yeah, 2 gates by the look of it. Waterloo. Size of them in teeth. Don't forget the MK Ultra leopard print sex kitten programming clothes. Oh my word. His wife just got bigger and bigger. Didn't look at the size of these feet on these 2. Is that meant to be a little girl? He's got size 15 feet. Again, the discernment is yours, folks. I can't make you see what's going on here. You have to see the kingdom of God for yourself. And when you do, then you realise God exists and we'll be on the same page. Right, we're done. I don't think there's any more gates. Right, we'll take these 3. It reminds me of someone there. I can't think who it is. Nope. 2. That's the best one, that is. Full mints. Feet at 4 and 8 o'clock. Same with that one. Kipper footed, look. Who's the big bitch on the right? Federico Fellini. I've already done Federico Fellini. I don't want that one. Wait, what was that? You caught my attention. It was the bicep that did it. Is that another one? No, it is. It's no good to me, that. Alright, just want your face. That'll do nicely. Save image. And we're done. Next. Chris Dolman, Dutch wrestler. Dolman. The doll, meaning girl, and man, meaning man. The girl boy. The cowboy. His name is Christian, with 2 A's. Dolman is a Dutch retired judoka, sambo fighter and wrestler. He won a silver medal, European judo. Right, so we'll look at Chris then. Images. Who is that there? Is that him when he was younger? Look how close together those eyes are. I can't tell. Duke Castile? No, it's someone else. Okay. It's Friday night and Nana's got a wonky baps out. Houston, we have a problem. Sloping, a diamond showing, look. No neck. She's a big woman. I'll give you that. What is she, about 6'5"? She's a big woman. But she's still a woman at the end of the day. A liar, a deceiver. Passing herself off as a man, look. Look how short that arm is. How can someone that big, 6'5" or whatever it is, have an arm that short? I reckon my upper leg's about that. But we will draw to attention whilst we're talking about the upper leg, the Bruce Lee skull of high waisters. Look at that span. Look how much breadbasket there is there, fellas. Guys, you know you don't pull your trousers this far up your belly. You don't. Only a woman, when you see a woman putting her tights on and her pants, she pulls them up over her hips, up over the belly button, right round there. That's where a woman dresses. Long leg, short body. That short arm is really, really giving her away. Is that him when he was younger? Chris Dolman. He looks familiar there, like I've seen him in a movie or something. Wait, is he the one out of Bloodsport? He's not the one with a wonky eye in Bloodsport, is he? There's going to be no pictures. Is that Robert De Niro? Robert De Niro's waiting, talking Italian. It looks like Robin Williams now. Let's go back again. Didn't we do that one? We did that one yesterday, didn't we? Couldn't find any gates. He was a Dutch boxer manager. Yeah, Chris Dolman, no gates. Let's try again and walk in. Oh, Marley. Again, we'll just close the eyes. Small face, weird looking face, look. Yeah, it's not happening. No pictures, sorry. Next. Krishna Das is an American vocalist known for his performance in Hindu devotional music. Krishna Das, never heard of him. Rob Carmen, I think I might have already done that one, I'm not sure. I've got an egghead, that's for sure. 5 heads, widest in the hairline, small dentures, close set eyes. Robert De Niro's waiting, talking Italian. Small dentures, soft eyes, crow's feet, high set ears, widest in the hairline. I've got no trachea showing and virtually no neck. That's a woman, final answer. Has Krishna Das got any gates? That's the question. Do. Talking Italian. Krishna Das. Let's go walking. Oh, that's a flamingo. That's in line. That one looks in line. None of them are Krishna Das though. Why does it say Turkam Das? Turkam Das, Marabi Bush. Krishna Das in the middle there. His name is Ram Das. Masons. They always love putting gay shit in the names, don't they? We'll call myself Rammed Ass. Yeah, this one on the end is Rammed Ass. Krishna Das, that's the one we're looking for though. You've all got really funny looking feet patterns. Why is that? At 8 and 4s. None of you are men. Talking Italian. Yeah, you look like you're mincing as well. Do you know what there isn't? There isn't any gates for this Krishna Das. Loads of Krishnas walking with gates though, isn't there a lot? Houston, we have a problem. Bow down, Mr. Harry Krishna. I got 2 questions for you. Why are your feet like that? Why are your arms akimbo? Why have you got big female lips? Why are you mincing? Why are you mincing? These are all meant to be men at the front, right? Not one of them's a man, no chance. Woman. 3 on the row. This one, is just in that female Bigfoot stance, can't really tell. But I've got a problem with those 3 dudes at the front, that's for sure. Krishna Das, he's got no gates. See you later. Next. Gia De Laurentiis, I know I've done this one. This one's a chef. Where's the picture on the beach with his willy hanging out? There it is. Is that the right picture? That is the right picture, isn't it? Ah, wooga! Right there. What is that? There's a better picture of it, though. I'm sure it is. Or they're taking it away. I'm sure I've got a better picture than that. Again, I can't show it on Facebook. I get a nudity strike for showing a man in a bikini. I get nudity strikes. So, I don't really bother. I can get away with putting just a picture up. But if I put any funny pictures around it, it gets a nudity strike. Bastards. Some of them deserve funny little pictures. Look at the difference in their faces. Tell me, which one of them's got the bigger teeth? And then you see the wider eyes, right? On the bigger teeth. Wide eyes, wide teeth. Narrow eyes, narrow teeth, look. Right, we're done. Because I've already done this one. I know I have. Mills Lane. Your eyes are so close together, it's unbelievable. American boxing referee and professional boxer. Alright, he was a boxer. It looks like Robert Duvall. Is it Robert Duvall? Jason Statham as well. We're done. That's a woman. Close set eyes, vertical forehead. We're done. So, I've had to say this a few times now.
Welcome to Callum's Corner. Now, I've had to say
a few times now. Mills Lane. It's a good job I remembered his name. Mills Lane Images. Is that him when he was younger? Yeah. Your eyes are close together. Tell me you're a Satanist. Oh, double. Tell me you're a Satanist without telling the rest of the world you're a Satanist, Mills Lane. And there it is. No, Pancho, he's just saying rock on. No, she's not. First of all, it's not a woman. It's not a man, it's a woman. Let's get that right. Is he the one that had to fight with Tyson and Holyfield? It is. When he bit his ear off. Look at that swagger there. It looks like Bill. Is it Bill Burr, the comedian? That one who says the earth ain't flat. Little flip-floppy bitch you are. Come and debate me. You and Gervais. I'll take you, Bill Burr, and Gervais on at the same time. You can have as many scripts as you like. I'll just run it. I'll wing it with God. Me and the Holy Spirit will take you on. Pair of fannies. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Dial M for Masons. Look at that vertical forehead. Over and on it. Right, there's my girl. I like the one where he was bald and I could see all of his face. Oh no, that's it.
vertical forehead. Nice, but too close. Who's that? Ron Lipton. Ron's got no brow bone. That's not bad. It's not square. That's the one I wanted. Yeah, I'll take that one as your 50-50. Question is, does your Galia got any gait? I bet she hasn't. Walking. There's one running. I don't know if that Mills Lane profile. It might be in. Leg was at the right angle. Talking Italian. Houston. I don't know who that is. General election. I don't know. Even if that's a general, if that's just a member of the general public, I very much doubt it is. Mark Fletcher, 2 first names, MF, 3 6s. You can't make it up, right? They put it in the names whether you like it or not. They have 2 first names. They have 3 6s or 33 father, and they walk like bitches. Robert De Niro's waiting, talking Italian. Yeah, we're done. See you later. Next. Veronica De Laurentiis, the daughter of Mangano. That is a big skull. That is not an egg, is it? That is not an egg. It's not a Tic Tac. It is just a giant headed. Look at the size of that trachea. He's hiding half of it, look. I think he's very conscious of it. Right, let's have a look. What's his name? Veronica. This one reminds me of someone and it's really annoying me. It's usually someone I know when I see a face like that. And it's rattling through my brain. It's because it's someone I know and I just can't put my finger on it. Right, Veronica De Laurentiis. There's a picture of him there. I don't know which one's which. They're both dudes. Look at the gaits on them. Big feet like Dad. Oh my gosh, that's just a fella. That is, I'm taking that picture. That is just a dude. Dude! Size of that face. That's just a dude to look out to come home. You see, when I was younger and Amanda was close to me at school and did that to me, I had no idea I was looking at Amanda. I had no idea it was a man. I thought it was a girl. That was when I was 14. The next time I properly had an experience when I can prove that it's an FTM or an MTF that was bothering me was through Flat Earth. So there's a 40-year span, 30-year span where I can recall Amanda, but then I can't pick another one up until I reach Flat Earth with the likes of Jibby and Larry and all the other ones that were FTMs, and I didn't realise. There's a 30-year span where I can't think of anyone that stood out to me. But now, I only have to see a forehead or an eye or a lip, a smile, a meatball knuckle. There were so many markers that trigger me that I know that most, if any, could even pass with the skills they have now. I think the shock only comes to you when you realise that your friends, you do have friends that are secretly transformed. You do have flip-flops around you, because Amanda existed in my life at 14. So if I had one in my life at 14, I must have had more, which means if I had one at 14, you had one. And even if you didn't recognise you had one, you had more than one, because Amanda hung around with people at my school, and they must have hung around with other people like them. What bothers me is I've got 4 close friends that hang around with Amanda, and I've told 2 of them. There's another 2 to go, and then there's one, and I'm not even going to mention her name. I've been waiting for close to 6 years, because when I realised what Amanda had done to me, and I thought about that time, there was one out of the 5 girls that I just by her name alone tells me she's a good girl, not a bad one, just the name alone. And I always thought she was the bitchy one out of all of them, but it's because she was straight talking, because she's a bio girl, and I didn't like her for it, I guess, I don't know, but I can't wait to bump into her. I wrote that book that I've got for this person, so that when I met her, I'd have information, pictures and proof to back up what I was saying. And she's probably the only one that'll give me a true answer about all of this. Look at the size of that beast there. Look at the shoulder on him. Again with a big neck. Let's see if we can get him walking then. See, this is the other thing. Amanda had sisters and a brother, which has to be the opposites, right? And then her sister married someone else I know who went out one of the other close girlfriends I know. I'm just like, it's all getting a bit close to the bone. Whatever the truth is, it all comes out in the end. That's, that is the word of God. That we'll all know the truth. There'll be some of us that care and some of us that don't. There'll be a lot more that don't. Let's put it like that. But just count your blessings. You're one of the lucky ones, right? That you see this nonsense going on before your very eyes. That you understand that there is a God. There is a devil, and the devil's lying to all of us, including these people. I don't care what you say, he's lying to everyone. The devil deceiveth the whole world, that's including these dipshits, who think they're going to get away with it. I'd have got away with it if it wasn't you pesky Holy Spirits. Dude, final answer. Next. Angelo Dundee. Sounds Scottish. Mexican-Scottish. Yeah, promoter boxing. I don't think this is going to happen. These people are not celebrities. I'm just going to go straight to walking because I'm just wasting my life. Walking. What we got? That's the church. That's the funeral. That's no good. What we got? Yep, no idea. Again, all the boxes, mincing lot. There's no gates for you, Angelo Dundee, as a boxing promoter. But they don't let normal blokes near these boxes because they're all women. They get taught by their own kind. Is that Muhammad Ali mincing? Oh, look at those. Look at those inline footprints. Hello, Mohammed. Anybody want to explain this to me? Do you want to explain to me why Muhammad Ali leaves fake, straight footprints in the sand, in the sand, in the sand? Search. What would be under? Gate, I guess. Gate. So when a man walks, he walks with his arms hanging straight, shoulders broad and flat, pencil-like body, straight legs, knees together, giant foot, with a space between his feet. When a woman walks, she crosses her legs inwards, creating a shoulder tilt, a hip twist, and crossed knees, which is exactly what we see there. Inline footfall is what we're talking about. Men do not walk in line. There's a space between their feet. Imagine a train on tracks. This is the left wheels, that's the right wheels. They stay on the tracks, perfectly looking forward. That's how a man walks. When a woman walks, she walks like a tightrope walker, crossing one leg in front of the other, creating what we like to call the catwalk. You've seen it many times before. I really want one in the sand. Where is it? Oh, there's one in the snow. Right there. Men walk like trains. Imagine the wheels of a train on the tracks look, and that's what the man leaves. The woman crosses her legs over like a tightrope walker, leaving single file footsteps, and that is exactly what we're seeing in that picture with Muhammad running, right there. Single file footprints. Forensics. It's the greatest gift of truth that you can hold in your hands, in your mind. I say verily until you learn forensics. It'll bring you closer to Him, God, knowing how divine and special you are. You put these people on pedestals. This fake boxer is given the title of hardest man in the world when it's a woman. You see how badly deceived you are just in that. You see, once you know this truth and you know it's the truth, it's up to you. It's your discernment. What are you going to tell God? Yeah, I knew the truth, but I didn't tell anyone. Yeah, I knew the truth, but I didn't think it was important. You didn't think God was important. Yeah, there's no Gates. We're leaving. He's not famous. Next, another one, professional boxer. I very much doubt it, but we'll have a look. Oh my gosh, look at that for a five-head. Oh, that's a belter, isn't it? Widest in the hairline. My head is not shaped like a sodding tip. I'd say it's a few times now.
It is a few times now, but this is the final time.
It's the final time he's going to tell you about this.
About my head. It is normal. It is a nice head. It does not look like a sodding tic-tac.
Oh, but it does. It looks just like a sodding tic-tac. We're stuck in a world where women become the heavyweight champions and they're trained by other women with hairy arms, and the lack of breasts. It's a mental asylum. I'm living in a mental asylum where the mental patients have taken over the asylum, and now everyone around me is a lunatic or turning into a lunatic like these lunatics. I thank God for the sanctity of common sense, for giving me a brain to be able to think for myself. And it hurts, it does, knowing that your friends are just idiots. They are. You've got to admit it to yourself. They don't care. People that are classed as my friends, if God did send me back, first thing I'd do is get rid of all these people that I thought were my friends. I wouldn't know them. I'd know a whole load of new people. State of that mince. I know he's standing, but it's a female posture. That's a different Kevin Rooney, isn't it? It's definitely a different one. I've got a problem with that gate though, look. It's broken. Arms are hanging akimbo. Yeah, this ain't happening either. I'm not even going to bother. He's not famous. Next. Lou Dover, American manager. I think we're in the same kettle again. You're picking nobodies. I'm just going to go straight to walking because I'm wasting my life. Yeah, we're done. It's a woman, final answer. Yeah. Look at the length on that top lip. Do you know what that looks like? That looks like that Christian that used to sit out in the jungles. It reminds me of you, it does. The one Jibby always hated. Right, we're done. Next. Vincent Price. This one's already on the list. You got no chance. No chance. Downloads. Triple H's. Open. Paste. Vincent Price. Searching. We did this one just recently. Like December. I did this one recently. I know I did. Searching. Whilst it searches, I'll have a quick look at your videos. I mean your images. FTM walked into the bar. Barmaid said, "Why the long face?" Dial M for Masons. Arched eyebrow, no brow bone look. Small mouth, beautiful pink lips, high set, small ears, missing cheekbones, rounded jawbone, subcutaneous layer of fat. You're not going to give me it, are you? I know it's there because I did it just recently. Unless there's no gates, then I only give it a skull check. Vincent Price. You're winding me up. I know I've done it. Wait 1 second. I'm going to go to Facebook real quick. Have a quick look on Facebook. Search. Come here. Because I know I've done it. I did it just recently. I know I did. Let's just search Price. Price, you'll find it. Price. Prince. Loads of princes coming up. Princesses. Price! I said Price, not Prince. That is a beefcake right there. Sweet baby Jesus. Right, let's go back. He's not showing up. Why is he not showing up? I swear I've just done him. I wonder if he's still in the back file. He might be still in the back file. I ain't got to him. He's not showing up. That's strange. I could have sworn I've done it. Price. I think he's in the back file, you know. Oh my gosh. Price. Search. I think he's in the download file waiting to be done. Let me have a look. Desktop now. Downloads. There we go. Oh, it's searching now. Let's have a look. See if he's in this back file. No. He'll be right down the bottom if he is, though. Oh my gosh, I've got like 2,000 celebrities to go back and do. Remember when I did 1,000 celebrities in 1 week? 976 in 6 days. You can't hold a torch to it. Powered by God, you bitches. No bribes, no money, no lucrative dealership schemes, nothing. Just pure love for my Heavenly Father. Why can I not see this Vincent Price picture? I could have sworn I've done it just recently. Where is it? Let's have a look. Back file. I've got Orasani Price, Weston Price, Katie Price. There is no Vincent Price. There can't be any gates then. Surely. I couldn't see him in the back file either. Walking. Oh, that's your problem. There's no gates. It's not happening. Unless that's you there. Vincent Price. Mincing. I swear down I've done Vincent Price. That's a perfect mince as well, isn't it? You make me feel so young. You make me feel like spring has been sprung. To shiny shine. Hush, hush, eye to eye. I could have sworn I've got Vincent Price. Is that in there? Hit the head. Boris and Bella. Isn't that Boris Karloff? Look at the long. I'm taking that picture. Isn't that Boris Karloff? That's not Vincent Price, is it? That's Boris Karloff, surely. Look at the size of that bitch. Long leg, short body. What's going on here? Why is all that hippage there? You got to ask yourself these questions. You look. You're stuck here in Satan's world where Satan's deceiving everyone, right? You got to make a choice. You can't sit on the fence. I don't think that's him. I think that's. It says to Vincent Price. It might be Vincent Price. Maybe it is. That definitely is Vincent Price. We'll take those two pictures. I just need your gate out of your face, mate. I could have sworn I've already done this bitch. That'll do. Oh wow, do you know who he looks like there? Who can guess who that looks like to me? He looks like someone. I don't think anyone will get it. Save image. He looks like, I won't say it yet. We'll give it 20 seconds and then I'll say the name. And you lot, whoever's listening, should have posted a name up there for me. He reminds me of someone. I don't think you'll get it now. It's Clark Gable. Yeah, he looks a bit like Clark, yeah. Well, Clark was more rounded in the face though. This is a more modern day celebrity. Disney mim. Disney mim? Disney num. Disney. Oh, Walt Disney. Disney's mum. It looks like Disney. Yeah, it does look like a bit like Disney. Right, that's not who I'm thinking of. The hair should be a little bit curlier, and she was a little bit chubbier, the person I'm thinking of. It's the moustache that's doing it, huh? Nobody got it. It was Pablo Escobar is who I was seeing. I was seeing Pablo. Yeah. In the face. I was seeing Pablo. Matthew McConaughey. It's a long face again. And the dial M for Masons, of course. But yeah, good guesses. It was Pablo I was thinking of though. Save image. Oh, we got it. We're done. Next. See you later. Cabo Daciolo. Daciolo. It's got the Jezebel eyes. Stick a beard on that foot. On the I nearly swore. Caricaturists are our friends. Why did they draw him with a face like that, lacking a chin, neck wider than the skull? Why? Why? Because the caricaturist sees the truth and draws it. I've got a great picture of me done by an ex-girlfriend because she was a good artist. And she did me in cartoon style like that and give me the big teeth, the big ears, the rectangle eyes, the square jaw. Walking. Yeah, it's not happening. See you later. Next. Pedro Rodriguez Filho, Pedro Matador, Brazilian serial killer. Killer Petey, is that what I called him? Or simply Killer Petey. Was a Brazilian serial killer, spree killer, vigilante, and YouTuber, and a YouTuber. Right, let's have a look. Images. Is that him there? First question is, where's my Boeing 747? I'd expect some clavicles on a man that's got his chest out. I don't see brow bone, but I'm seeing rectangular eyes. That's annoying me. The jaw looks feminized, especially in these pictures. I see a woman straight up there, no meat on her, no clavicles. Is that him when he was younger? That's a woman, final answer. It's a woman, the V-shaped clavicles. I see a girl. I bet there's no gates for your serial killer though. I've got one question. Why are you spreading from underneath the elbow, look? I don't know what that is. I'll tell you what that is right there. I've seen that before. And I don't see it on men. I see it on FTMs. That right there. Do you know where I've seen that before? Let me show you where I've seen that before. Tyson Fury, Ricky Hatton. Images. So when I first saw this, I couldn't. Bearing in mind I was a flat earther, and I saw this picture of him, and I could not understand what this is. Right here, look, on Tyson Fury. I could not understand what that was there, look. See it? From underneath the elbow, if it was stood upright. I could not. We got a bigger picture of that. Let me go. Is that a bigger picture? It's blurred though. Good. Let me go back. There it is. There. I couldn't. I couldn't for the life of me work out what that bone was there. I couldn't. I just knew it looked weird. I said when I first saw it, why is his stomach stuck out like that? Ricky Hatton's kind of does it a little bit, but right there, it's almost a right angle look. Almost. Right there. I could not understand what that bone was in this person. And when I look at this serial killer here, I've got that same shape there. And then he continues to spread, look, all the way down. He's getting wider, look. I'm not making it up, look. Look at the shape of this person's hips. He's widest just below the crotch, it looks like. Can't quite tell. I wish it was a lower picture of him. There, that's better. He doesn't look like a man. He looks like one of them Mexican boxers. And there, where was that? It just looks like a lesbian there. He looks like a lesbian that used to drink in my gay bar. Small hand. Let's go back again. Vampiro di Nitroi. He was a vampire. Was he a vampire? Vampire. What's wrong with his eye? He's got a red box in his eye. He looks pretty feminine as well, doesn't he? Look, where's the track here? Why is he so small? I don't believe in any of these serial killers, I really don't. I've done enough of them already that I just, as soon as I hear the word, I'm just like, it's them. They want people to copy, but they don't want them to get to the numbers that a real serial killer gets to. They just want to catch real people and slam them in prison. The first law of God, don't murder people. Next, John. Oh, we're at the end again. Are we done? Oh, tricky. Oh, we are at the end now. Yeah, we're definitely at the end. Tricky. Let's add Tricky to the list. He's been in loads of movies, this one, hasn't he? Adrian Nicholas Matthew Thors, better known by his stage name Tricky, is a music artist. He's been in loads of films, this one, hasn't he? Gangster movies and that. He's got a long face. Tell the world you're a girl without telling the world you're a girl. I got problems with this picture. I got a beautiful bottom lip. Got a wide skull line, dial M, sorry, with the width in it, and then I've got those high set small ears. Is that actually him? That is him, right? 680 quid for that picture of some tart pretending to be a bloke in makeup. Again, with a very open eye socket look. It's not, the eyes are not buried into the skull look. There's no thick brow bone running into the corner. No shadow overhanging the eyeball look. Tricky. Is that your body? Let's have a look. Look, he looks like that serial killer we was just looking at. Doesn't it? It looks just like Rodriguez, or whatever his name is. Rodrigo, whoever we just looked at. Same body type. Oh, look at this soft donut on the right. She's lovely, isn't she? Yeah. You saw Cupid's bow? Yeah, she gonna. Well, I think they do the best to remove the really deep ones, but some of them are just like, if you look at John Cusack, there's a picture of John Cusack. His mouth's tiny anyway, but there's a picture of John Cusack, and you just like the deep philtrum look. Oh, I can't see it there. Good, it's tiny. The deep philtrum. Oh, it's a C, not a K. I thought it was a K. There we go. The deep philtrum's really easy to notice, and he does. He looks like Data off Star Trek, right? They look alike. The flippy floppies look like each other, but they don't look like us. Where's that picture of John Cusack? Let me put lips, see if it'll come up. Lips. And there it is. The deep philtrum, the Cupid's bow, the small mouth, pink lips of a woman. The beautiful eyelashes, the rounded eye sockets of a girl. And there she is as a really young girl. With the buck teeth. The close set eyes, the lacking of cheekbones and jawbone. It should just stand out to you that you're looking at a young girl who's been secretly transgendered. And they've been doing it for years, millennium, since before you were born. That's why Jesus said, forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do. Because you were born into Satan's lie, and just because you didn't know, it's not punishment to send you to heaven, to hell, right? That you should be turned away from heaven just because the devil deceived you. Because you're trusting, God's not going to do that. Because you're a trusting spirit created in his image. Yeah, no, God's not going to do that to you. Let's go back. Right, tricky. Uh-oh, I'm not seeing any gates. I'm not seeing any pics. Oh, I think we're done. Tricky. Walking. Yeah, there's no gates. It's not happening, sorry. Right, let's have some requests for me. Went straight through them. That was yesterday's requests. Cynthia, I don't need, but Marie Tringent is coming over right there. There you go, Marie Tringent. Dink, 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 dink. What is he doing? I ain't seen him for ages. He must be having fun in the garden. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Are we all lagging? Or we got no requests? That's alright, I'll put them out on Facebook. We'll put a Facebook request out. Okay, what day is it? Friday. We'll be back tomorrow, boys and girls. Saturday Night Live. Just remember, God loves you. Thinks you're amazing. Wants you to know that you were born in an inside out, upside down, back to front, tipsy, topsy, turvy,